It's that time of year again. It's Christmas time. You know, my favorite season is Christmas season because everything is so happy. And in honor of Christmas season, I thought I'd make a video, kind of recapping the year and telling you guys my plans for the future. I realize I've gone through a lot of different phases of uploading this year. Sometimes I've chosen to upload, like actively once a week. Other times it's been literal months between uploads. Like at the start of the year and the start of the year, I was doing pretty decent. I uploaded all the time, and then I go through these phases. I go through phases of uploading all the time and phases of uploading once a month. I think there's a bunch of reasons for that. It's because I've never really found my style of video that I truly like making. And I always put too much pressure on myself to make quote unquote good videos. But now I just want to chill. But I've realized YouTube's a lot more fun when you just chill. So for the future, don't know how often I'm gonna upload. I'm not gonna have a set schedule for myself, but I'm gonna be turning this channel into more of like a diary for myself, if that makes sense. Like just kind of whenever I'm bored, just hop on and yap about something I either feel passionate about or something interesting that's happened in my life. Okay, that was an interesting play by that person. Just kind of, I don't know, use it as a forum to vent or to talk about something I learned or to talk about experiences I liked or experienced. Just a forum to share my life, if that makes sense. And something for me to look back on when I'm older to, have insight to what I was thinking at this point in my life. I think it's gonna be cool looking back and when I'm like 50 years old to, who knows, maybe I'll still be making videos when I'm 50, but I think it'd be awesome to look back when I'm 50 about some of my worldview, because I talk about my worldview sometimes on this channel, and I think it'd be cool just to think about how that changes over my life. And let me get into another game. Another reason I sometimes feel unmotivated to upload is I get disillusioned with, YouTube in general. You look around YouTube and you watch a video and you're just getting, someone is always selling you something, you're always getting pushed an ad. Like if it's not a sponsorship, you're getting ads on your YouTube video. Every video is made to keep your attention. There's an edit every 2 seconds. Nothing is, not nothing, but there are very few channels that are actually like expressions of art and expressions of, people themselves. Anymore. Like a lot of the most popular channels out there are just straight up, it's slop. I don't know, at least in my opinion, I don't know how to phrase it in like a nicer way. It's just attention bait so that they can sell you something. And then you see YouTubers like Mr. Beast and like KSI. Is that red? Yeah, that's red. Just selling absolute scams to their audience. Like Lunchley was a scam. Now Mr. Beast is opening a theme park in Saudi Arabia, which I'm not going to get into that because there's egregious human rights violations in Saudi Arabia that Mr. Beast should not support. He has so much influence over the young generation. So many people watch him. And he gets handed a bag of money and looks the other way for human rights violations. Like, what happened to YouTube, man? But yeah, that adds to the demotivation. You look around YouTube and you just see nothing but sellouts. And yeah, people gotta make a living. It's tough to like even have a well-being nowadays, just because everything's so expensive and there's no opportunity for anybody. So I understand why why if you have a platform and you're this massive YouTuber that you just, you know, you want to get paid for that's understandable, but it's to a point where it's just people are it's getting paid no matter what. And I didn't even mention the crypto scams Mr. Beast is involved in. Like I talk about Mr. Beast a lot because he's the epitome of YouTube. I like to call it corporatization. You know, do you know how many YouTube channels are owned by private equity firms? Too many. Like, it's kind of weird. Well, I gotta lock in. Okay, I'm up a few hits, but I'm not up enough. That's so tragic that I opened the shop. Okay, I guess he's running. Anyways, back to where I was going with that. And like the way I was going with the way YouTube's all corporatized and stuff is that it just kind of demotivates someone like myself who sees YouTube as like a personal thing, or you know, just an expression of art, or just something, just personal expression. You know, I don't. It feels weird because, or it makes me not want to upload because I want to talk about things that I enjoy, but also I'm told, you know, you got to stay within to grow your channel. You know, you want to grow your channel, but I'm just like, I don't really care about growing anymore. I just want to, you know, I want to express myself. I want to archive my thought process throughout my life. And I guess my hope is that sharing my experiences will make other people feel less isolated, less like they're the only ones that can see what's going on. Like, I don't know, when has anyone learnt anything of value from a Mr. Beast challenge video? Like, all Mr. Beast does, all he did was use charity and homeless people to get a reputation of being a good person, to then turn around and use that reputation to make every last penny he can. And it's, I can't. It's hard to explain that demotivation, but yeah, for the future of my channel, I'm gonna try to make it a personal diary for myself, you know. Okay, this person is quite laggy. Yeah, with regards to the upload schedule, I'm gonna upload when I feel like I want to talk about something, or when something interesting happens in my life, or when I learn something. Oops, I did not mean to buy that. Or when I learn something that other people might, you know, benefit from. Oh. I was like, did you just jump off? I should have used the wind charge. I was too wrapped up in my own yap. Yeah, this video got quite rambly in the middle because I really do hate people just selling garbage to their fans. But yeah, I'm gonna pivot the direction of my channel. It's gonna be less about the game I'm playing and more about just having fun, and more about just, like, I don't know, thinking, documenting, reflecting on myself, seeing how you guys think, asking for advice, you know, just being a normal person. I want to create a community of normal people, and if just talking about my normal, like talking about my normal life, if that will create such a community, then, you know, hopefully it does. Anyways, please join the shelf. I haven't been active very much, but I do plan on being active. I'll try. You know, my ADHD kind of denies me from following through on commitments, but I will try. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching.